Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to Civilization 5 as France on Emperor difficulty. We are currently at war with Ethiopia and I'm not too worried about that war. I think we've got a very good chance of being able to win it. My main concern is what do we do after? Who do we go for? Do we try and take out the Shoshone? Or do we go after Russia? Russia are up here and quite isolated. I suspect they're probably the weaker of the two. Hiawatha is way out in terms of score, and he definitely has the... he's the tourism leader. My main concern with him at the moment, of course, is that he annoyingly has the Great Wall, which is going to make getting to him quite difficult. But he may well be the next target. Just while we're looking at things there, I noticed that there is an Ethiopian missionary. It would be nice if we could wipe him out. And we certainly can move our Lancer onto that spot. So we'll capture that missionary. We can go ahead and just instantly disband him. Could have shot at him and attacked him for some free XP, but not to worry about that. Let's get straight on with the next turn, because there's not an awful lot else that we can do. We've already made our moves for this turn. There are still a few Ethiopian ships around, so I'm prepared that I may lose a frigate or two. I hope that I don't, but I do consider it a possibility. Have I lost that frigate? No, he actually managed to survive it. Only just, but that will be enough to take out that privateer. And then we'll be able to start actually doing some damage via ship to the city, hopefully. Great musician has been born in the city of Orleans. Fantastic. So what we're going to do here, first of all, we're going to move this guy... we're not going to move you into Troy, actually. Well, we will. Let's move you out of the way. You are going to... Right, you get a promotion because you're a new unit. So you're going to have... I think we'll actually give you Bombardment and Bombardment 2. You can fire against our land units, but you should certainly be able to take this guy out. So let's go ahead and just shoot and take out that privateer. Now I need to heal these guys up. I could go over here and shoot at that archaeologist, but there isn't a lot of point. So you can go into the city and repair. Now I could go ahead and have a sneaky look over here to see what there is, or we could go and try and finish off that archaeologist. Couldn't kill it in a single hit anyway, so let's go and have a look and see if there's any more ships around here. I can't see any. So let's back up again. And let's back up with this unit because it's quite damaged. In fact, you can take the shot at this archaeologist while you're here. And we'll try and get these ships healed up. Now, we get to choose our ideology at this point. Now, if we actually have a look at ideology, we can see that the Iroquois and Russia have already adopted. Now, the Iroquois have the most... the Iroquois definitely have the highest tourism output, and I don't really want to get a lot of pressure at the moment from ideology, especially if I'm going to be taking a few of their cities. How good is freedom for me? Certainly does fit the cultural victory. I mean, all of them do, really. We'd only get one early adopter tenant, but we'd only get one early adopter tenant whichever way we went, unless we went for autocracy, which I don't really want. If we went for freedom, we could certainly get some nice stuff in there, some extra culture. You get media culture. Broadcast tower increased tourism generated by 34%, which is always nice. And we can buy spaceship parts for gold, which would be quite useful if we do try and backdoor a science victory. I think freedom is going to be fine for us, actually. And we do get a free tenant, level 1. So, culture from each great work increased, but tourism is unchanged. Specialists consume only half the normal amount of food. That would be very useful for us as well. Or +1 local happiness from every mint, bank and stock exchange. That is also going to be very useful. I think getting the extra culture at the moment, though, because that will allow us to get social policies more quickly. And we could do with that culture. What else have we got here? Troy has finished the frigate. Do I want to build anything else over here? Maybe we can get a privateer going. Not a bad idea. Production down in Lyon. It has finished its artillery. Let's go ahead and get an archaeologist out here because we do have some antiquity sites that we would like to nab. There's a couple around actually, and we don't want we don't want Russia getting to them really. We have an artillery here that can be promoted. You are going to have accuracy, I think. And you also get a promotion. You can have accuracy as well. Okay, so let's see if we can take out some of these units without losing any ourselves. No need to move our artillery forward if we don't have to. Sooner try and get people to heal up. The big problem we're going to have is with these Mehel Safaris. They are quite tough, quite difficult to take out. And that one is just slightly out of my range, which is a bit of a problem. We are moving up with some more artillery. These guys, I think, can just heal up. You can move forward slightly and you can heal up. We'll just keep everyone here on a sort of a defensive stance for the time being. You finished the lumber mill there. I think you can go over here and get that aluminium connected. Got quite a lot of antiquity sites. I mean, this one can be a... what money do I have? I have enough money there to go ahead and buy that tile, and I probably should. So, we are going to have a cultural site here and here. Both of those will be within range of the cities. This one will be slightly out of range, so this one will end up being an artifact. And I'm sure there's a fair few others we've got around. This one here, again, it's too far away from a city, so that will be an artifact. So yeah, I think we're going to do quite well there. Do I want to build a trading post here? That's not a bad idea. Now I do have a great engineer. And I can't remember now if I was saving him for something in particular. We do have ourselves a great musician. Let's go ahead and create a great work. And that's going to go into the opera house for now, but it will increase our tourism nonetheless, so it's worth having. Build actions. I guess a lumber mill would be good for us here. It would certainly help to get us some more production going. Frigate, you are going to repair up. Caravan, you are going to trade with, let's have a look at the highest gold. Probably going to be going with going to war with the Shoshone soon. Will it be within the next 30 turns though? Not too sure whether or not it will be. And we can always build another caravan later on if we need to. In fact, no, I don't want to give them any more gold. Let's trade with Russia. Try and keep Russia a little bit happy. Especially as we now have a different ideology to Russia. We have this missionary, which is absolutely no use. So let's go ahead and delete it. We don't get any money for it, but we can get rid of it all the same. We'll put you back into Paris. This artillery, what can we do with you? Can't really move you into a useful position. We'll flank around the back actually, and we'll see if we can set up and do some damage around here. Hopefully we won't get flanked, but we should be okay. Yeah, this great engineer. What was I going to do with him? Let's have a look. First of all, do we have any wonders that we can build? Only national wonders. Are we going to be getting any wonders in the tech tree soon that we might want to rush? Probably not, really. Cristo Redentor would be nice, but I don't think we're going to be able to get that too easily. Yeah, I don't think there's any wonders coming up that are particularly of interest. So I think what I might do is just go for the production here. Let's have the manufactory, and it'll be useful later on if we want to get the spaceship parts as well. So let's just make sure that we do keep that one locked and worked. Okay then, unit needing orders. What are we going to do with you? I think you're just going to stay fortified for now. Not a lot that I can do with you, so you can stay fortified. And of course we do have these frigates. And I think there was a privateer as well that I'm trying to work around the edge of the ocean. So here's another one. I might have been better off leaving them down here to fight off the Shoshone a little bit, but we'll see what happens. And we have an artillery and a Gatling gun over here. Let's move that artillery up towards the front. It's going to be very, very useful to us. Lots of artillery. There we go. So that turn took a little bit of a while, but I was just trying to familiarise myself really with what I was doing from the last time I recorded some videos. So obviously Catherine's not happy with us, mainly because we are of a different ideology. He's a little bit upset, but mainly because I'm friendly with the city-state. Don't care about that too much. Now, obviously, we've got to be careful. We don't want to lose any units. We're going to take a bit of a beating here, but they have moved closer to my artillery, which, you know, helps me more than anything. Gives us some promotions as well. Working together with the Iroquois. Do I really want to do that? They are the tourism leader, but I'm going to say, or I don't know, it's such a difficult decision. If I say yes, it would help me to get research agreements with them, but I really do want to try and cut them down to size. I'm not going to work with them because I think they're going to get a little bit too big and a little bit too out of hand if I don't do some damage to them. So we will leave them be at that. So it is our turn again. Let us go and set up some of these artillery. I suppose I should fire at the ones at the back first. They're going to be the biggest problem. I can't reach them with any other units. Let's kill these guys, actually. These are the ones that are likely to kill my units, if anything kills my units. So let's go ahead and do as much damage to these guys as possible. And we can do another round of bombards with this one. And you see, 3 direct hits from... I mean, it does have... they do have cover. I think they sort of start with cover, but 3 direct hits from a artillery, and it just tickles them. You guys just stay fortified up. You get a promotion. I think we'll give you drill 2. You can stay there. Choose production. We finished an archaeologist here. We're going to need quite a few archaeologists actually, but let's also go ahead and get a museum over here as well. Do we want to finish off that guy? We might as well while we're here. Why not? Now, do they have any other units around? I just want to have a look in. They do have a Mehel Safari in there. There's nowhere that I can really put these ships where I could take a safe shot at any of their land units. I could take a shot at the city, but the problem is I'll get shot at back. So I'm not going to do that. We'll just stay there. This archaeologist. Now, I'd sooner try and lift artifacts first, because things that are outside of my borders are the ones that are most likely to get pillaged by other civilizations. I'm just losing the ability to speak today. So I should get those first. Also, I can see that he has artillery, which means that he does have dynamite. So therefore he's no longer receiving his Great Wall bonus. He does have quite a lot of units around here, which I find a little bit disturbing. Let's go ahead and see if he will still go. No, we can't do the friendship because we said no. I'm a little bit worried now that he might be coming in for the attack. So we'll see what happens. And I think for the time being, I'm going to leave this artillery just set up in Paris, just on the off chance he does try to do something a little bit naughty. Because he very well could do that. Archaeologist, where are we going to go with you then? We want to do maybe this one, because that's one that we can't actually work with the city. So that will become an artifact. Do we have any slots for artifacts, I guess is the other important thing. Yep, these can be great works or artifacts. So we do have spots for artifacts. That's not a problem. Can we get a bonus over here in Paris? Because remember, we get double theming bonus. So to get a theming bonus here, we need to make sure that the great work slots are filled with art from the same era and the same civilization. This is France Industrial. This is France Industrial. Why aren't they in the same slot? There we go. That's just increased our tourism significantly. So let's go on to this unit. Let's see, we've got another antiquities site there. Can't actually reach that one though, unfortunately. A little bit too far out of our way. Got to be very, very careful with Russia now, of course. And we have that artillery. You're going to set up just in case Hiawatha decides he wants any of my cities, because he might. I have noticed that he does have a few great war infantry, and he is moving in this direction with artillery. That is something that worries me. He's already willing to peace out. I am going to refuse because I want to take his stuff. Taking a lot of damage here, but he is retreating with a few units. There's no point me just running in and suiciding at this point. And I definitely need to get Great War Infantry before I try and take on Hiawatha anyway. So, unit promotion. We've got a promotion on this artillery. Let's go ahead and give it... let's give this one accuracy. And we'll take all the shots that we can at this guy at the front. We'll take our shots from here. Still haven't quite finished him off. We'll take the shot with this one. There we go. Now, we could start moving units forward, but if we do so, we'll be moving into city bombardment range, so we'll definitely stay out of that. Just having another quick look, just to see if they have any ships in there. I guess we could actually stay here. We are out of the range of Addis Ababa and Harar, and it gives us some good vision. Also means that there might be a possibility of pillaging the cargo ships as they come by. We've finished the archaeologist here. I'm going to go ahead and get myself a museum. This archaeologist is going to... Well, we can't grab that antiquity site, unfortunately. We don't have open borders with Hiawatha, and I don't want to annoy him just yet. So let's send these guys up here and we'll grab this one. This is out of the range of Paris, so again this one will be another artifact. Do I really want to start moving forwards with some of these units? It might not be a bad idea to do so. We could sort of swap these guys around and put the damaged ones at the back. Let us go and get these guys working on the mine. You guys have finished... What were you building there? A trading post. We want to get that next, but we need an archaeologist for that. Are there any other tiles up here that you need to build? No, but you can go and get a chateau there, so let's get that started. You're just going to sit and repair for a turn or two. You're just camping on that to... Oh, that's the archaeologist. I thought that was a worker. Well, let's go ahead and work on that one. Now then, did we say... Was that the one above Paris? Yep, it is. So this one will be an artifact. This one will be within range, although I'm very concerned that Russia's borders may expand to that one. So I'm just going to go in and... where is it? My eyes have stopped working. I'm just going to go in and purchase that tile. It'll annoy Russia, but oh well. They've denounced us anyway. See, we've got some oil over here. Another antiquities site. Bit out of our range. Not too sure how useful these guys are going to be moving all the way around here. But on to the next turn. May have time to squeeze one more turn in just before we end the video, if I speed things up a little bit. It always slows down an awful lot when you go to war, because you have quite a lot of stuff to deal with. We've certainly got a lot of units to deal with, and it's not helping by the fact that, yeah, they've got knights coming in now. The knights won't be too much of a problem. We should be able to deal with those relatively easily. Statue of Liberty has been built in a land far away. So yeah, I don't think Russia's going to be my big problem at the moment. Can't steal from Ethiopia, but he's plotting against Japan. Gold, we were providing citrus to Russia. She's probably not going to go for that one anymore. She will still give me 3 gold per turn for it. Let's just go ahead and... let's just do a mutual swap of embassies if she'll go for it. Yep, she's gone for embassies. Now let's try the citrus again. Will she give me 4? Probably not. No. But she'll give me 3. I could probably sell it for slightly more, but keeping the trade going is less likely. See, we've traded recently, which helps. We have an embassy, which helps. But we're competing for the favour of the same city-states. They're just like warmongers. They cover our lands, different ideologies. Yeah, there's lots of reasons why Russia is always going to hate us in this game. Let's go ahead and see what damage we can do over here. There's still no ships around. They do have a few riflemen, which is a little bit worrying. We are going to do some naval bombardment onto these knights over here. Should be able to finish them off with the Gatling gun. I'm very surprised that there's not enough damage there with the Gatling gun. We can certainly move in close enough to take a shot with this frigate, though. So let's go ahead and do that. And that'll be another unit removed. Lots of archers trying to work their way around. Now, we could just put all of our damage onto this guy, because it takes a lot of damage. Let's try and do as much damage to this guy as possible. I don't think the crossbowmen are going to do an awful lot of damage against the riflemen. And these guys have a lot of health. You guys need to sort of just heal up there. You're going to bombard some more. You're going to heal up. And again, it's still nowhere near dead. Couldn't even kill it off if we used this rifleman. Wouldn't quite be enough to do it, which is a little bit of a shame. Couldn't kill it with the Gatling gun either. So that's disappointing. Could potentially start trying to move this Gatling gun around to the side to make it a little bit more defensive. I might go ahead and do that. It'll probably get shot at by these guys, but that'll be fine. I don't think they can kill it. Let's carry on moving around the outside. See what we can see. And moving around with the privateer as well. And that will probably be about all we can do for the turn. So I'm going to call that a video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5. Really not too sure how well this game is going to go, because having Hiawatha and Catherine makes life very, very difficult. But I'll still give it my best. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. And I'll see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.